Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's live. We talk about budget, money, and finance every Sunday at 11 a.m. on Shelley's Millions. We can largely talk about whatever you guys want to talk about if you drop me a comment in the chat. Anything that you're wondering about, any clarifications that you need. Every once in a while, I still get a message from someone asking me for help with their unemployment or their California EDD claim. I'm happy to do that. The best place is going to be to catch me on one of our Sunday morning lives, and we can, um, we'll keep your details as confidential as we can, but we'll research your issue together on a Sunday morning live. Today, I think I'm planning on talking about getting ready to move my mom into my house. She's moving in November 1st. Today is, hi, Lavon. It's good to see you. I feel like my voice still hasn't even woken up yet today. I did close last night, but I don't work today. Probably not going to visit you, Mom. So I'm getting ready to move my mom in on November 1st. Oh, yeah, happy Labor Day, everybody. Aw, Sean, that's so sweet of you to say. It's so interesting because I have a battle with myself. I might want to talk about my YouTube earnings today too. I have a battle with myself most Sundays about getting up and going live. But a lot of times there's some piece of information that will come up in the lives where I feel like I'm helping someone, and that makes me feel good. Um, but the money on doing the lives, and I'm not necessarily doing this for money anymore. I'm doing it, one, it's a good way for my mom to kind of catch up with what's going on in my life if I don't see her very often. It's a way to kind of keep the channel active and not totally let it die, even though I'm not really making proper videos anymore. And it's kind of a way to hold me accountable and consistent for doing something. If I just go live every Sunday, um, then I'm meeting my commitments to myself, which is important to me. So it's not really about the money, but it is disappointing. On this channel, we talk about money. And you guys all know that I watch Graham Stephan. And one of the things that he says is you have to look at kind of, it's not exactly opportunity cost, but it's kind of like that. Like, could I be using this time to do something else that would make me money? And the short answer is yes, I could, but I probably wouldn't, right? One of the things that I need to do to prepare for my mom moving in, and maybe you guys can help me with this. I almost titled this like help a hoarder get rid of their things. I'm not a hoarder. I mean, I don't know. I have a friend that says I'm a hoarder. I have a lot of stuff, right? I collected I don't know. I collected things when I was younger. I don't do that anymore. I just don't bring it in the house is usually the rule. But in my 20s, I acquired a lot of things. And like I am the type of person where up until recently I kept like a lot of my school notebooks. And I told myself, I was like, one day I'm going to type all my school notes into a computerized version. One, I'm not going to do that. And I know that because I dragged those school papers around with me a lot. And two, hi, Rocky, um, like, why would I do that? When am I ever going to reference that? And I have a lot of things kind of like that. Like, even though my main job has been with the movie theater for 28 years come November, um, ooh, that's right around the corner too. Oh my goodness. But anyway, I have work manuals from other jobs, or I have different versions of work manuals from this job. And I'm like, we had an older manual. It was thick like this, right? And when I was promoted, it was like in a binder though. So like even though the binder was thick, there wasn't like, maybe that much paper in it. But I took the binder home, I studied it. I feel like I still have it. But that binder, it's still relevant today. It's still basically how we do things, except for as time went by, our manuals kind of like got worse. So I'm always like, oh, I'm going to keep this manual and I'm going to bring it in. But lately, I haven't even been able to find that manual. But I have other manuals because, like, throughout the years, I've driven through for Uber. I do like to work at a Halloween store. See, okay, Rocky. Rocky still has his handbook from Sears. So I feel like while I'm getting ready to move my mom in, I feel like maybe it's time to let go of the old versions, unless I find that first version of our manager log, then I'll share that with people. Um, but I need to throw away like old work manuals. I need to throw away. I have a lot of clothes that just don't fit anymore. And it's not like they're like, ooh, I don't know if you guys heard that crack. My back has been killing me, like right between my shoulder blades. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. Anyway, I need to like pare things down as I prepare for my mom to move in. And mom, listen up. My mom, we never really talked about this. Okay. Hi, Scotty. It is good to see you. We're preparing to move my mom in and old schedules too. So I have old financial statements and I love looking at financial statements, right? Like I should probably be a tax advisor. I should probably work in accounting. I should probably work somewhere where I can like see numbers and get excited every day. But I also like to make in my business, not the Shelley's Millions, but in the movie theater business, I like to make predictions, right? I like every year they come out with a budget. Oh my God, I'm a nerd, maybe is the issue. But every year they come out with like a budget that they think we're gonna hit. And I like to make my I like to make my own estimates, but I do, and that's fun for me. So I keep that. Yeah, Rocky, I'm thinking Sears isn't still in business. I'm thinking we need to let go of these things. And they say, and I don't know if this is true. By they, I mean like some YouTubers I've watched. I don't know, like therapist, I think. But I'm not a therapist. They say that like holding on to this stuff makes it so that there's not space for new things to come into your life. So you get rid of the old in preparation for the new. Or maybe that's just something that they tell you to make the stuff like easier to let go of. But I have to get rid of some of this stuff. And mom, this is the listen up part. My mom was like, why don't we get a storage for a little bit? I don't want to do that. Okay. So again, we're going to just reference that this channel is called Shelley's Millions. Mom, we've had storages. I'm talking like literally to my mom right now, but this is probably good advice for the rest of you who are watching. And if you guys want to switch the topic, just let me know what you want to talk about in the chat. But I don't think we should get a storage. I am going to go out on a limb and really say that I don't really think anybody should get a storage. What I've witnessed, Mom, from us having storage units multiple times. First of all, once the stuff, if you don't need it bad enough that you need it in the house, I just sort of feel like you don't need it unless you have a very specific plan. Unless let's say I was moving out of this house and I was staying in a friend's house. I wish Alex would jump in. I'm wondering how their roommate situation's going. But anyway, like if I was moving out of this house and I was temporarily living with a friend in like one room while I was waiting for another house to be available to me, something like that. Like if it was very temporary, like for a month, and I for sure was just like temporarily downsizing to one place, but I had plans to soon move into a bigger place that was going to fit all the stuff in storage, then I would do it. Because also, we have talked about this in the past when my mom and I have gotten storage units. I don't even know how much they cost anymore. Let's look real quick. Let's all share together. There's a public storage really close to my house, so that's probably where we would go. So public storage. I'm going to take a sip of coffee. You guys, please like the video. All right. Well, they have a Labor Day sale. This lady has clothes in there. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So for 5x5, which is considered small, it's $109 a month. and you're a dollar for the first month. So that would make it like $55 a month. Here's the thing is that I feel like if we go and we put our stuff in storage, here's what's happened in the past. In the past, we've had storage units and you think, "Oh, I'm going to go and I'm going to sort that out." Why, if I haven't sorted out the things in my house now, why am I just going to move those papers? And that's what finally made me throw away my school papers that I told myself I was going to consolidate into a new notebook or like type my notes. I'm really proud of all of the work that I did in college, right? I think it's cool. I graduated with high honors, not highest honors, but high honors. Like, and that's a period of my life that I want to remember, right? I don't want to forget it, but I have for sure already pretty much forgotten everything that I've written. But I wasn't going to take the time and consolidate that into an actual, oh, there's a bug. I just wasn't going to do it. And I had to be honest about myself. And that was a heavy box. It was all papers. I went to community college and graduated right. It would have been in like 96 to 98. My mom and I at the time, we had a home computer. It was dial up. So the ding, 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 that thing, we had that. But people didn't really have laptops. Students weren't bringing laptops. So it's all handwritten notes. And I think maybe I kept a couple of papers that I wrote, but I didn't keep, I let go of the notebooks. I just let go of the notebooks because I wasn't ever going to do that. And I didn't want to move it with me. I have no intention of moving and selling this house, but I have no intention of ever moving from here. So why? But I don't want to carry that anywhere else. But why would I take the stuff that I'm not dealing with here and put it in storage? I am more inclined, and I know you don't agree with this, Mom, but I'm more inclined to put everything in a big pile in the living room because if I have to look at it every day, then I'm going to want to do something about it. And you can bring your stuff here and pile it in the living room too, and we'll sort through your stuff slowly. But we do need to pare down. Um, I personally, I have two options when it comes to a closet. The closet in this room is about half the size of the closet in my current bedroom. So one, I need to downsize by about half so that it fits in this closet. And then two, this closet has like suitcases. And one of the things that I collected, they were called living dead dolls. But anyway, because I like Halloween and stuff. So it has those boxes and those toys in there. Those toys I need to sell on eBay. The suitcases need to go in the storage shed because I have a storage shed here. I need to clean out the storage shed a little bit. And what else do I need to do? Like, I just don't think getting a storage is a good idea because, in my experience, what has happened is we'll put our stuff in storage and then we'll say, yeah, we should go clean that out. And then it'll come time to clean out the storage and we'll both be like, oh, we don't feel like going today. Oh, well, I worked hard, I don't want to go today. Oh, it's hot. I don't know why, but whenever everybody's motivated to go to the store, then you get like 1 foot outside and it's like 9 million degrees outside. So and it's hot, sometimes it's stuffy in the storage facilities. Once you put your stuff in there, the people who are supposed to help you deal with it and sort it out, they don't ever want to go. Like, nobody's on the same system on for when they want to go. And so I just think like, and then you go and it's hot and you don't remember where you put what in the box. And then you're paying, you tell yourself it's only for a short amount of time because, Mom, I'm seeing your comment. Storage should be very limited. I can't unpack all day. I get overwhelmed looking at piles. I mean, I don't really, well, fine. Then I'll just like put it in a corner in my room. I'll figure out then so I don't have to pile in the living room and like stress you out. But this is, by the way, guys, this is very much how moving my mom is going. Like, she wants one thing, I want something else. We have to find a compromise. So, it's not necessarily going to be easy at first, but like we'll get there. I'm not spending money to like put my stuff in storage. Um, and I do still have 2 months. So like the idea is to like go through it and not pile it in the living room when you get here, but um it basically, right? A lot of the self-help stuff that I'm reading and the improve your life stuff that I read, you want to create less barriers to doing the things that you tell yourself you're going to do, these agreements that you make with yourself. Like if you're going to go to the gym, put your gym clothes out the night before. If you're going to eat healthy, do meal prepping, that kind of thing. So if I tell myself I'm going to clear out space in my home, it's easier to just keep the stuff here and not create a barrier, right? Because, also I work crazy hours. Like last night, I got off of work after 1 a.m. So home probably by like 2 a.m. So, and then it's nice and cool. But I don't think you can have 24 access. Most storage units don't have 24 access, um, as far as I know. Let's see. Let's see here. Let's see if it says on the public storage. Quick, convenient. Does it say? Oh, first floor. Okay, nope. Oh, this is interesting too. There are different rates even on the same size. I think this one's the closest to us. Does it say info? Nope. You can also use your small storage to store seasonal items, such as holiday decorations, sports equipment, and clothing. Space size is an estimate. So the other thing about getting even a small storage is very like my mom and I, neither one of us have very expensive things that we own. Um, like this is a $20 sweater off of Amazon. Um, just the things that I have are not super valuable. So very quickly you can spend more on storage than the items are worth. And the thing is, Mom, I feel like we would have good intentions of going. I feel like everybody who gets a storage unit, do we know just how much boxes we have just in pictures? We're gonna have one box of pictures. It'll be fine. I do want to keep old pictures and like eventually go through those. But like his pictures are sentimental. Also I have other family members that are like, do you have pictures of this and that? And like, I want to make sure that those family members have access to those pictures if they want them. So those aren't just like, I feel like those aren't just our memories, but those are everybody's. Like apparently I found a picture of a cousin whose name is also Michelle, who lives in Indiana. I've met her once. Her mom, it died tragically. I don't know how to say it, on YouTube and like not get in trouble, but her mom died tragically. We had another, I found another picture of somebody. I don't actually really know him, but, I sent her a picture. And I was like, are these your parents? And she was like, no, that's so-and-so. And his dad passed away. Do you have any more pictures? Because he doesn't have very many pictures of his dad. So like, I feel like pictures are legacy, and I feel like you should try and keep pictures. With that said, the plan would be to go through them, share them with other people, maybe like take pictures and like make a digital file of them. And yeah, I think that's going to be the way to go on that. But we do have a lot of pictures and picture books and things like that. We have my grandma's pictures. We have my mom's picture books. And also, hello, we're not throwing away pictures of me when I was little, Mom. Anyway, okay, so I want to keep the pictures and I can put those in my room. Anyway, we'll figure it out. But yeah, so these are some of the things we're doing. I still do not think we should get a storage because I don't, based on our previous experience with storage units, and we've lost them in the past, right? We've had our stuff go to auction. I don't even remember what was in there. But like we, at one point, were not able to pay for our storage unit. And so, and on the flip side of that, I think this might be how my mom found out about storage auctions, and I've also heard that some people do this. I've heard that some people put their stuff in storage and they sorry, I got distracted because the cat's yelling outside. They put their stuff in storage and then they intentionally don't pay. Then they buy it back themselves at auction for like less than they owe at the storage units. So I think we lost a storage unit, and then that's how we found out that they were putting our storage unit up for auction. And then for a little while, like before any of the shows were popular, my mom and I would go to storage auctions and bid on things. And you have to, anyway, like we've lost storage units before. And I know that like financially, I wouldn't let us lose our storage this time, but I don't want to pay to store junk. And that's what you've always told me, Mom, that you don't want to pay to store junk. And I don't either. Okay. Oh no. Oh no, Scotty. Okay. Scotty says, got fired from my senior barista position at Barnes & Noble Cafe of 14 months on Wednesday. Probably can't collect unemployment due to violation of company policy or rules, but applied just in case. You know, it never hurts to apply. Two, don't lie. But I just think if it doesn't ask you specifically why you were fired, be vague if you can, I think. If you put that you were fired due to a violation of company policy, and if you know that and be honest, if that's the truth, put the truth. If there's an option, if it doesn't ask you why you got terminated, then be vague. But I think it does, right? It's just been a while since I've had to fill that out, so I don't remember. But yeah, it never hurts to apply, and then they'll make the decision. But be honest when you're applying. Okay. Rocky says, and I'm just so sorry about that, Scotty. Do you still have your other jobs? Because for a while you were working 3 jobs, and that stinks. But use that as I've heard baristas make really good money. Try and be a server. Servers make really good money. If there's like an Alamo Draft House near you, people that work there, those servers make good money. Look Cinemas, where it's dine-in at the movie theater, they all make pretty good money. Restaurant servers make good money. And if you can be a barista, you could probably be a server. Okay, no crates in your garage, and they are closed. And Rocky says, yep, your UPS store offers a shredded it program. Bring your old mail and papers, and they get rid of them. Yeah, because I have a lot of old mail. I was going to make a video on like comparing the best like 0 interest credit card offers. There's still some videos that I want to make. Oh no, Bob, not you. What about the bears? Bob, that's you, right? But anyway, yeah. And I just don't want to keep all this stuff, basically. And I keep a lot of stuff thinking I'll make a video with it, and then I haven't made a video, guys, in like almost 2 years. Like not a proper video. Like this doesn't count. This is a live. It's not a video. Okay. Anyway, Bob says several people that you have known have storage and missed a few payments and lost all their stuff. You had to put some stained glass windows in a friend's storage and lost them too. It's so interesting that you mentioned stained glass windows. My best friend, their dad and grandfather used to make like stained glass lamps and leather work, and they recently saw one on Facebook Marketplace, and they got it, and like they told the person who was selling it like the whole story, and they got like a little deal. So they have one of the lamps that their dad designed like back in their family. But that's really sad. And I think I definitely used to have Magic the Gathering cards, but I had some of the early cards, and I had some that I think would be worth money today, and they were in my friend's storage and they didn't pay their storage, and so then I don't have my things. So yeah. UPS charges by weight for doing the papers. I don't even think most of the stuff that I have is sensitive data. It just needs tossed. Just don't get rid of the family Christmas tree ornaments. I won't. Because those are sentimental also. Okay. We already read my mom's comments. Hi, Richard. The point is, at 77, you have stuff. Yes, you do. And we could just bring it here and make space for it. So I want to make space. I'm pretty sure we did lose the storage, but I'm pretty sure maybe it was just like I had some stuff in one of my ex-boyfriend's stuff and we lost that storage. But I'm pretty sure we did lose some storage units. I could swear that that's how we found out that they did storage options. Richard says he's a minimalist. And that is something that I want to look into. They also say that like clutter, it's kind of like, I think the full saying is like it's a sign of mental illness. But basically, like, it's kind of like it's a way to procrastinate. You can say, oh, I need to fix these things and all of that, and then like you never actually do like the making the video or the things that could improve your life because, oh, I need to go through this paperwork. And that's like a mental barrier keeping some of that stuff. And so not only, I don't want the stuff occupying space in my mind. I don't want like it hanging over me like, oh, I need to go clean out the storage before I pay another month. I don't want to do that because that's going to stress me out. So maybe the answer is my mom gets the storage if she wants one and I don't. I don't know. Anyway, Bob says, I know several people who got fired and still got unemployment. Hostile work environment usually works. One friend took medical leave for 1 month and they fired him. Ooh, that is a big no-no. If you take medical leave and then they let you go. Oh no, he should report that to the Department of Labor. Yeah. And Bob, I have a story where we terminated somebody. I think I can share this. It's a long time ago and I'm not going to go into details. But a long, long time ago, we terminated somebody. We had cause. We document everything pretty methodically there to make sure that we're being consistent. So this person was late multiple times. He didn't even call us to tell us he was going to be late. So we terminated him for being late in a nutshell. And, he applied for unemployment and we were trying to fight it and they still sided with him, even though we were like, but we have all this documentation. Here's the first time we warned him. Here's the second time. Here's the third time. The EDD normally sides with the employee, especially in the state of California. So yeah, there is a fairly decent chance that you could still qualify for the unemployment. Okay. All right. And just like, I just want to back to the storage. One, we're not going to want to go. Maybe that's it. Maybe I remember being drugged to the storage and not wanting to go. It's hot. I don't feel like we're going to want to go. I feel like we're going to just put junk in there. And I feel like it's just going to be easier to replace things. You can't replace pictures though, Mom. So that's why I want those. And I feel like, let's see, is it dirty over there? No, I can show you that a little bit. Okay. So see the shelf where like all the games are? I feel like we can put, we can move the games. I don't know where to put those. Maybe on the top of the refrigerator. It's not where they go. But, we're going to have to get a little creative with some storage solutions for a little bit. So yeah, but we'll figure it out. So the pictures, also, Mom, like, it's funny because you say a box and I think, it's going to be like banker's box sized things. So, sorry, I just looked at my watch. I need to check my phone really quick. Just going to apologize to you guys. Interesting. Okay. We're doing something at my movie theater last minute to try and improve our grosses. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I don't want to get a storage. I don't want to deal with, like, that feels like a lot. We're moving you in and then we're moving stuff to storage and then we have to go through storage. Also, we probably can consolidate pictures down a little bit. Let's see what we've got over here. Even this stuff, guys, I need to oh my goodness. Why I said one day that we would go through this. Do you need does anybody need an iPhone 4 charger? Do you every once in a while talk about like waste, right? I think though that these are supposed to be discarded. Yes, Rocky, and that's what I need to get off my caboose and do, because a lot of the things that I have are probably going to be more desirable during basically right now while it's Halloween. You guys know I love Halloween, but like a lot of the things that I collected but here's a handy dandy iPhone 4 charger, I think. What is this? Where's the old iPhone? Also, we don't know. How about a broken Motorola Razr? A pink one? Do we need that? So the lies I tell myself. I used this for a video though, as a prop, just so I could hold a phone. It's buffering at your end. I don't know. Is anybody else buffering? Hello. So I did use this as a prop for a video. So every once in a while, like I'm excited that I have something like this. I loved this phone, you guys. But there are pictures on this phone that I would like to get off. So I would like to find a charger for this. And yeah, Rocky. Yeah, we got to get rid of some of our stuff, I think. So there's pictures on this though that I would like to get off. I don't even know where the phone to this is. We have another old phone that I sort of think that my mom might want. Is this it? Yeah, but it's a little cracked at the top. This is an iPhone like 8 Plus. And I think to myself, I'll sell it. I'll deal with this later. I'll do that. How about do we need airline headphones number 1? How about airline headphones number 2? Which maybe you'd be like, well, Shelly, you might want those. Yeah, you might, except for you have the iPhone headphones. These look brand new with the mouthpiece. Then you have an older set with no mouthpiece. Like, we don't need, but those things don't take up very much space, right? That's what you tell yourself. I have 2 different, what's that? You want me to use like my Bluetooth instead? My pink Bluetooth to go with my pink, oh my goodness, I don't even know how to use this. Do we need the pink earpiece in case we don't want to do this? Like who's doing this? Me, apparently. I don't even know how to charge this thing. Okay. So anyway. Oh yeah, the matching Bluetooth. Oh, it's a set for sure. So I probably could throw this out. Am I going to? No, because again, this is little, and electronics have to be recycled responsibly. And the phone, I still have delusions that I'm going to find the charger and try and get the pictures off. Am I though? Probably not. But that's what I tell myself. Then we've got digital camera number 1. And digital camera number 2. So I have 2 digital cameras. I don't remember these. Is there some? Let's see. Some corroded bat. Oh, okay. Well, maybe we'll deal with that. But what about this one? Does this one have? No, we smart on this one and took the batteries out. But that other one was yucky. I hear these are making a comeback. Oof. Anyway, so you guys, you guys can see some of what we're working with here. But those are small things. That was a drawer of electronics. Oh yeah, Rocky, we love. Sometimes you guys love when we go through the stuff. And again, though, this stuff is not taking away very much money. Ooh, be careful not to knock over the whole printer. This is a drawer full of those. Okay, there's more Magic the Gathering cards. But Mom, look how many cards this is, and we could do this with the pictures. Like we could take the pictures out. There's a hair. Okay, that's good. But like I tell myself, I tell myself that I like to smell old cards. I tell myself that we're gonna like go through these maybe together and then try and sell them. But like, are we though? Anyway, so, but you have to go through them like one by one. And my ones that I'm pretty sure are really valuable, I don't have anymore. Those got lost in someone else's storage. How ingrained in the movie theater are you, Shelley? Very ingrained. So much so that I even have a deck of cards that have never been opened. But you know what, Mom? You know what my mom and my grandma used to do? My grandma used to love to play gin or rummy. So we'll be playing gin or rummy, Mom. So, brand new deck of cards. Then we have, this is interesting, International 2020, but it wasn't 2020. So these are from India. These are playing cards that we got when I went to India. And they're just regular cards, just like a regular deck of cards. But I brought them home probably as a souvenir from when I went to India. And they have a game that's like Crazy Eights. And so we played cards when we stayed overnight in a train station with people from India who couldn't speak English and we didn't speak Hindi. We played cards with them because Crazy Eights, they have a game that's just like Crazy Eights. I don't remember what they call it, but it's the same thing. So like this is sentimental. This deck of cards is sentimental. This deck of cards has never been opened. Not sentimental. So we could just let this go. We could just let it go. But will we? Because guess what? We want to check and make sure that this deck of cards is complete. Because we have a deck of cards, so we don't need 2 decks of cards. But then are these going to get ruined? Are they that sentimental? I don't know. But I do want to go through my Magic cards. I just, if it might be worth money, I want to sell it. I want to get that money. And that's what I would encourage you guys to do as well. If you guys are thinking about a storage unit. Also, I'm definitely your child, Mom. I'm my mother's child. Because she used to sell at swap meets and now I have all this stuff that I'm like, I'm going to do it. Yeah, no, nobody uses Bluetooth anymore. Every once in a while, if you ever have to take like an Uber somewhere, my mom, hopefully you're joking. My mom's like, I'm already overwhelmed with stuff. Stop showing me more. Yeah. So, yeah, because I need to, well, sorry, Mom, I don't mean to overwhelm you, but yeah, so my mom is paring down her stuff and I need to start paring down my stuff. A Compaq or an HP computer. I had like a purple HP that I sold when I got this. So like, it was like, one of those $100 laptops. And honestly, like that thing worked fine. I did some lives from that laptop and it did the job. Anyway, nobody sees Bluetooth. You miss stores like Circuit City and Radio Shack. My mom used to love the Radio Shack catalog around Christmas time. She used to always want like a remote control car. Circuit City is where I lived, had very aggressive salespeople. So possibly did Radio Shack. I didn't know this, but like you were supposed to always my best friend worked for Radio Shack for a little bit. So you're supposed to always suggest the credit card. You're supposed to try and suggest like, do you need batteries with that? You're supposed to suggest a ton of stuff when you're doing that. All right, Debbie, I haven't seen you comment in a while, so you're on my naughty list. It makes the little green guy unhappy. But for those of you who might not know, my regular job is I work in a movie theater. And so we do like to always see which movies are doing well. I am going to say a couple of things. One, it's going to be really hot this coming week. So go sit in a movie theater. Go sit in a nice air-conditioned movie theater. And the two movies that I'm going to recommend are going to be Strange Darling, and Blink Twice. So those are the two that I would see. So again, Strange Darling and then Blink Twice. Or they just like I don't think they got commission, but like basically like if their managers would hear that they didn't suggest batteries or something like that, then they would like get written up basically. And if you got so many warning notices, then you didn't like, then you get fired. Okay. I sort of got let go from my very, very first job. It was telemarketing, and they told you that you could like sign people up COD, but then they didn't actually want to let you do that. Like COD was cash on delivery. And it was like, I don't know, the thing that they were selling was like kind of a sham. It was like people down on their luck, and it was like, get a cruise ship job, except that it only told you how to get a cruise ship job. It didn't actually like help get you an interview for a cruise ship job. And some of the people were like, this is my last $20. Are you sure if you send it to me? And I don't even have like a checking account. Can you just do it COD? But then they didn't really want you to do it COD. Okay, wait, what? Okay, this is just for Friday. Oh, is it off because tomorrow's Labor Day? So these are just the Friday grosses. Can I do the weekend? Or it doesn't have, okay. Weekend, there we go. We just have to change it maybe. Long weekend. I guess it doesn't have it yet because they're going to count part of tomorrow. All right, well, I guess let's just look at yesterday then. Or Friday. All right, so on Friday, it was Deadpool and Wolverine was the number one movie. Which I saw that I didn't like. It's not as good as the first one, in my opinion. Reagan is the number 2 movie this week. Alien Romulus is the number 3 movie. And this was Friday. Sorry, this is just for Friday. Number 4 is It Ends With Us. Number 5, Twisters. Number 6, Blink Twice. That's the one I am recommending that you guys see. It is supposed to be really, really good. In a second, we can look at the ouch, oh, my back. In a second, we can look at the Rotten Tomatoes ranking on Blink Twice. I think it's really good. Number 7 is a movie called Afraid. Number 8 is The Forge. Number 9, Despicable Me 4. And number 10 is The Coraline 15th anniversary. But then number 15 is also a movie that I'm recommending. And it's kind of interesting because it's just supposed to be really, really good. So hang on, let's go over to Rotten Tomatoes really quick. So maybe see a double feature. Not the kind where you sneak in. I'm never going to recommend sneaking in movies to save money. Hold on. Oh, I'm excited about Beetlejuice, you guys. Very excited. Okay, Blink Twice. So on Rotten Tomatoes, Oh, this is interesting. So Blink Twice only has a 73% fresh score. That's the critics. And then the popcorn meter has 68%. So those are not really great numbers, but everybody that I've talked to has said that Blink Twice is really good. Like the people that I personally know and trust have said it's good. So I'm surprised that those ratings are that low. That usually makes me a little hesitant. And then let's look for Strange Darling. Okay. Strange Darling has a 96% critic score and an 83% popcorn meter, so audience score. So that's really good. And yesterday there was a TikTok that I sent to my friend from Kevin Bacon, and he recommended both of those movies. So Beetlejuice comes out. It actually opens this Thursday. With early shows. They almost all do that now. And guys, I know that you're very excited about my couch saga because I've mentioned that I hate my current couch. Well, guess what? Towards the end of this month, I got a new couch. My mom and I did pick a bed and a mattress for one of the rooms. I don't really know which one. We might keep my mom is moving into the room that I currently sleep in, and I'm moving into this room. And I'm trying to like rethink my desk and stuff as well. I was gonna see if my desk is messy, so I don't necessarily want to show you that. But the desk has like no storage. It looks good in the room, like aesthetically. I come into this room and like I like this desk, but it doesn't really have storage. I'm not really sure that this is gonna work in this room once I'm also sleeping in this room. And then that means that since I'll be predominantly using the room for other purposes, I'm no longer going to be able to claim this entire room as a tax write-off. And that's okay because I'm not making like a lot of money anymore on YouTube. So I don't necessarily really need to like write that off. Speaking of money on YouTube, I thought that perhaps we would look at some of my grosses just so that you guys can get a sense of how much I'm making from doing these lives. Because earlier I was sharing that that I'm not making as much money on these videos anymore. So if we go to manage videos is where we would see this. We'll share this tab instead. We can look at the lives. Okay. Does it tell me on the earn page? Bump, bump, bump. Not really. Okay. This is just telling me how to earn. It's been a minute since I've really looked at like what I'm making. I'm losing subscribers, unfortunately. They're not interested in the live content. That's okay. So in the last month, I've made $44.09, which honestly, like that's not bad because all I'm doing is going live. But if you look at the actual, okay, so these are the videos, right? Mom, your video has made $11.40 is the EDD office, and this is in the past 28 days. Is the EDD office has made $7.23. And some videos that probably do not apply anymore are still making a little bit of money. So if we go to the lives, watch page ads $5.70, memberships $4.18, content performance. I have some short films One of them made like 3 cents. Ooh, one of them made 0.004 cents. That's interesting. So those have made 8 cents in the last 28 days. And then the live videos. Okay, this is a little bit better. But look, these ones that are making money. This one made $1.39, but this is an EDD unemployment one. This one's an EDD unemployment one. Those are all making about $1.39. And then what is this one that made $2.44? That's actually last week's, it looks like. Is this about... So only 34 views since it was published. That one looks like last week's, that's not too bad. Yeah. But it's just interesting because they're not making as much as they used to. And again, that's okay. $2 isn't bad, but like all the other times when I've gone live recently, we haven't. Let's see some of the, let's see if it does it by date. Interesting. Can I sort by date? Not really. So, okay. So, oh, this is day by day how much money I made. So I had one day where we made $1.40 off the lives. Let me go back. So again, this is looking at the last 28 days, right? So $2.44, 78 cents. Does this say when this was published? August 5th. So on August 5th, I made 78 cents. On the one about freezing your credit, 64 cents. So basically, I'm making 60 cents to go live. So from a financial standpoint, it doesn't necessarily make sense. Did I not have that added the whole time? Oh my goodness. Well, thank you guys for listening. Hold on, let me scroll up a little bit so you guys, can see what I'm talking about. So that's what I was reading off there, guys. I'm so sorry. I like the live content also. We need some vlogs. We definitely need some extra content. I need to figure out how to manage my time better. I think once my mom go live on a different day. Yeah, I used to go live every Sunday morning at 11 and Monday at 8 p.m. That way there was like a morning one and a night one. I probably needed to spread that out a little bit more. Also, I'm wondering if YouTube is still only pushing my videos to people in California, because that's where like the majority of my base was when I was still talking about unemployment. There's a lot of things that I know I could be doing. It's just a matter of finding time and motivation. Yeah, Rocky says even if it's a 10 to 15 minute video, that's actually from what I remember. And the algorithm kind of changes all the time. You live in Wisconsin. So 8 p.m. would be pretty late for you. Because that would be California time. Well, I'm glad, Richard, that you found me and that you live in Wisconsin. And I think someone last week said they were from South Carolina. So it is starting to reach other areas, the channel. But I'm based in California. I think you guys knew that. I know Rocky knows. And like kind of where I got popular on YouTube was talking about unemployment benefits during the pandemic. So that was all geared towards the state of California. So, I think I need to do I go to bed at 9. Richard, sometimes I go to bed at 8 depending on how busy I was like the day before. So yeah, I get that. But yeah, since I'm on Pacific time, if I went at 8 on Mondays, and a lot of times now I'm at work on Monday, my work schedule has become a lot more unpredictable. And I think it not being predictable is um what made me make less videos because you know, I need time to set up my camera. I need time to think about what I'm going to say. I need time to like properly research. And then I like to when I'm actually making a proper video, I like to put on like my makeup and like do my hair. And when I'm just waking up and talking with you guys, I don't worry so much about that. Um, but I do when I'm making a proper video and I'm, trying to grow the audience. So right now I'm just trying to retain my audience. And then later, um, I have a lot of good ideas for videos with my mom, and I think that once she moves in, it's gonna make it a lot easier because, like, right now, um, there's things that you don't necessarily think about that go into, like, making a YouTube video. Like, right now, I have a light on right behind me. I have a light on above me. I've got the Shelly's Millions sign lit up. So you have to have good lighting. You don't wanna, like, messy background. There's just things that you wanna, like, create a professional environment. So she's moving in November 1st. And I probably other than I go live on Thanksgiving for anybody who doesn't have family. I don't know exactly what time, but my mom and I will be going live on Thanksgiving, usually for about an hour. Um and it'll depend on my work schedule, and as we get closer to Thanksgiving, I'll try and, like, be like, we'll be going live in the morning, or we'll be going live in the afternoon or evening. So as we get closer to the date, I'll try and let you know that, but she's moving in on November 1st, so probably the month of November, I probably won't be making content then, or maybe I'll be making content, but it won't be edited and posted in November, so maybe, uh Rocky, sink or swim, right? Maybe, maybe I do Vlogmas this year. For those of you who might not know, Vlogmas is something that we do on yeah, mommy, you let me know. Cuz sometimes my mom seems to like change her opinion sometimes on how she wants to be involved or if she wants to be involved in YouTube. Like sometimes like I kind of make her and she's like, "I don't want to do this." Other times she's like, "I think I should start my own channel." So sometimes like her degree of wanting to participate can change. So mom, so partially be up to you. So Vlogmas is every day in December. YouTubers upload a vlog, a daily vlog, like usually of them doing something Christmas related. And secretly, I think they start filming in like October and November. And then they just post it every day in December. I think some of that goes on, but we could be looking at like cheap or low cost or free. Um, I got it off of Etsy, the sign. It is cool. And it's not like real neon. It's like this plastic stuff that you can just like um fold. I highly recommend. I don't remember the vendor, but I really like it. It was not too expensive and it was a tax write-off, of course. Anyway, so Vlogmas, the goal is to like upload a short, like 5 to 10 minute vlog every single day. And usually it's like holiday themed, right? So it would be like baking cookies or trying cocoa or visiting, I don't know, reindeer or Santa's sleigh or taking a picture with Santa or something like that. Um, it's usually holiday themed, but we could try and make it like holiday budget friendly, and just, film ourselves. The thing with that, Going live is so much easier than filming a video. Filming a video, again, probably don't actually have to do hair and makeup, but like I like to. That takes time. Probably won't if I was actually doing Vlogmas and uploading daily. But the editing, you take out your ums, you take out your, I make like a noise. I do that sometimes before I start saying something. You take out your ums, you take out your breaths. You take out pauses in conversation if you want a good video, at least you do. And then you try and still make it seem natural. So all of that is a little bit tricky and it takes a little bit of time. Going live, you breathe naturally, it is what it is. It's live. So maybe, and I always say this too. I'm like, well, maybe I'll go live every day and maybe that's what it is. Maybe we just go live every day and you guys kind of participate along with me and my mom doing Christmassy things maybe. Because I always say that I'm going to film this and I'm going to edit it. And then I just never end up having like the time to do it, to get the glam squad ready. Yeah. I have many, oh my goodness. And my outfits, you guys, for Beetlejuice are going to be pretty good. I think I showed you this picture already, but if not, we're going to leave on this. Also, it is hot. I do recommend Blink Twice. Everybody said it's good. And I recommend Strange Darling. Also haven't seen that. I'm going to maybe do a double feature of that myself today. And then, of course, I'm excited for Beetlejuice, which opens this coming Thursday. They always call them like advanced shows. Okay, did I show you guys that? So we've got the Beetlejuice buckets at my movie theater. So that's me at work with the special Beetlejuice bucket. So I'm really excited for that. We'll be watching that. There's just the bucket, if anybody was wondering. I think it's $23.99. Anyway, it's a cool bucket. We only got 30 of them. I'm not really supposed to say where I work, but yeah. All right. 2025 will be the year, and I think a lot of people talking about politics in November, I think that'll do well. So we'll have to see. We will have to see. But yeah, the intention is to focus more on YouTube and to not let it go. And I have a lot of ideas for once my mom moves in. I have enough ideas to fill up a whole December Vlogmas, but do I have the time? Because in theory, the movies should start picking up for the holidays also. So yeah, with that, you guys, I'm going to head out. Thanks so much for watching Shelly's Millions. I'll see you next Sunday at 11 a.m. to talk about budget, finance, and money. All right. Thanks for watching. See you next time.